Hey fellow bipeds, it's Sterling Sullivan. Welcome to my video exposing the exposers whose exposed videos haven't exposed anything. In a world where Muslim imams have dominated the Federal Reserve, where Jesuit senseis control all 31 flavors offered by Baskin-Robbins, where reactionary rectangles flagrantly reinforce toxic masculinity, it's important to maximize one's time and intake via avoiding dubious sources. Despite the perils I'm currently enduring from a new shampoo I'm trying, I've gone and made this guide for you. Here are some handy-dandy helpers for distilling the shills of the world.
Thank you, you've been helpful.
If someone doesn't report on the same issues as you, he's a shill. If someone does report on the same issues as you, but ever has a different take, he's a shill. If an individual ever politely questions any of your friends for any reason, he's letting his little shill light shine. If an American ever travels outside the United States, you know it's for a shill operation. If someone's not an American, but has ever traveled by boat since the advent of the airplane, we done caught ourselves a foreign shill. If somebody has more subscribers than you, it's only because she's shillin'. If somebody has a socio-political video go viral within 6 months of setting up a channel, it's because the Mossad must have its shills. If anybody ever defers to damning evidence rather than circumstantial straining about another content creator, you can guarantee there's a shill conspiracy afoot. If someone has ever done even one video about makeup, then she must be a shill. If someone ever uploads a video about his garden after a vid with political commentary, then he must be a shill too. He's essentially announcing that the global Luciferian, Lithuanian, Lilliputian cabal has bought him off. If anyone disagrees with you about any aspect of 9/11, he's shillin' for Israel. If somebody disagrees with you about any aspect of the Cold War, he's a Russian plant. Probably a bonsai shill. If peeps should disagree with thee about sources, symptoms, and/or solutions, stamp shill on every offending forehead and be on your way. If someone's ever worked for a government, corporation, or lemonade stand, she's shillin'. If some bloke or blokette asks you why he or she can't wear an admiral's hat inside a courtroom, given we're still under maritime law, then you've got yourself another shill or two. If anybody disagrees with you about who shot JFK, J.R. Ewing, or Joan of Arc, you've found yourself yet another shill. If a guy ever displays a peace sign, he's a commie shill. If anyone has ever watched more than 3 episodes of InfoWars without making a response or exposed video, he be shilling. If people ever change their names and hide their faces online to protect against unemployment, stalking, violence, or doxing, it's because they are all shills. If somebody knows how to spell psyop, he's a shill. If somebody doesn't know how to spell psyop, then he's not a shill. If someone ever lets a guest say more than 2 sentences before interrupting, it's because she's a shill who loves to promote disinfo. If you're watching a live stream and the host doesn't telepathically detect your desire for a guest to get challenged on a particular point, it's because he's a shill. If somebody suggests it's theoretically possible that Bill Hicks and Alex Jones...
The world is like a ride at an amusement park, and when you choose to go on it, you think it's real, because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored, and it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some people have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question, is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry, don't be afraid, ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up. We have a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up. Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my big bank account and my family. This has to be real. It's just a ride. But we always kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok? But it doesn't matter because it's just a ride. And we can change it anytime we want. It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job, no savings of money. A choice right now between fear and love. The eyes of fear want you to put bigger locks on your door, buy guns, close yourself off. The eyes of love instead see all of us as one. Here's what we can do to change the world right now to a better ride. Take all that money we spend on weapons and defense each year and instead spend it feeding, clothing, and educating the poor of the world, which it would many times over, not one human being excluded, and we can explore space together, both inner and outer, forever in peace.
Saying the family's old, we've got to get rid of it. You're in the cult, bro. You're the threat to America. You are who we're at war with, you traitorous little rat. What a piece of filth. This is war. You bet it's war. And it's the American people against you, you globalist outlier. We're restoring our republic. We are going to be a sovereign nation again, dirtbag. We're going to bring our jobs back. We're going to restore the Second Amendment, dirtbag. We're going to restore the borders, traitor, enemy, bloodsucker, parasite, arrogant, pseudo-intellectual know-it-all with your pseudo-intellectual hair and your pseudo-intellectual glasses and your pseudo-intellectual little chicken neck that thinks it's better than me and my family and others that built this damn thing. We're gonna metaphorically stomp your ass into the ground, you little communist piece of trash. His religion is hating America. We have the WikiLeaks on all of them. These people are scum who are intimidated by us because they know we're better than them.
Are 2 separate people. The lady's a shill. If somebody doesn't know that Leon Trotsky's real name was Satchel Paige, he's a shill. If someone will debate flat earthers, or if someone won't debate them, he's a shill. If someone ever says neocons rather than Jews, even if the neocon or neocons he's talking about are Gentiles, he's a shill. In fact, if someone doesn't say Jew at least 3 times every 104.27 seconds of every video, then he's a shillin' shabos. If somebody ever interviews someone you like but doesn't ask every question that you wanted asked, he's a shill. If somebody ever interviews someone you don't agree with, then he's a shill. If somebody ever interviews someone you didn't know you don't agree with, then he's shill plus. If an individual ever offers viewers the opportunity to voluntarily contribute financially for an inspirational and informative video that took hours, days, or weeks to make, that person's a shekel-loving shill. If an individual hasn't read every book on your top 10 most important books list without having heard about it first, then we've found another shuckin' and jivin' shill. If someone's not Chris Dorsey, then he's a shill. Unless you believe Chris Dorsey's a shill. In that case, you're probably a shill. Or maybe both of you are shills. If a person suggests it's more important to prevent war than to argue about whether or not Martians copulate with the British royal family beneath the outstretched arms of Moloch on the outskirts of Stonehenge during the summer solstice, the man's a damned shill. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, if anyone ever shares a video with you, think shill. Especially if you hear noises in the background.
你见识过螳螂拳只有一型，让你见识见识少林的十型拳。一样是少林学艺，东院的师傅是怎么教你的？1年多没见，怎么一点长进都没有
？Until somebody proves that they're not a shill, they are a shill.